In this week's episode, run away with us as we explore Phuket by scooter. Before setting sail to the Racha Islands and the Phi Phi Islands.
So I said, hey, don't you wanna come and run away with me? Hey, won't you come? And say by chance, don't you wanna make a man who fully understands a sailor's heart, a sailor's heart.
After eating the local delicacy of fried insects, Brody comes down with a viral infection. Fortunately, he comes good, and the kids have a movie day while the parents head off on a scooter adventure. Here's where we went and what we got up to.
Put your hand beside it. Show me how big they are. They're huge.
Biggest prawn I've ever bloody seen.
The amount of seafood for sale would blow your mind.
Big crate. That's a painted crate too, I think.
And I was pretty sad to see one of my favourite marine creatures all bagged up like this. Stopping in Naihan for lunch, Brendan tucked into his favourite. There are many elephants tethered on the roadsides for tourists. And you can even get your photo taken with an eagle. Patong Beach was definitely more tame during the day. And to see the beautiful, colourful buildings of old Phuket town during the day was lovely. We made it back to Chalong safe and sound. And came up with the goods for the kids. Pizza for dinner.
Cheese remelted, I think. Sensational, isn't it?
A last provision run and some boat jobs to do before we set off.
What's going on, love?
Just working on our new fuel sensors, but as with every fucking boat job, it's never quick and easy. It's always bloody near impossible. This should have been really, really straightforward, right? These are both European fuel sensors. Both got 5 bolts. Everything should be the same, but no, they're not. The holes are about 2 mil out. Just
Fun and games.
Just a typical bloody boat job, really. That's all it is. Something that should have been 5 minutes is now going to be, it'll be hours. Like, this will take me hours to do.
Typical, you got to MacGyver everything, don't you?
Yeah, and because our Dremel is shit itself, which was literally my favourite tool on the boat, I had to use a Dremel piece in one of my drills to sort of route out a gap big enough for these screws to fit in, because it's just, yeah, I can't go into it, but
you're having a good
it's just
time.
another boat job.
Then it was time to set sail to the Racha Islands. Allusive rafted up to Excelsior, and we enjoyed rooftop sundowners together. Next morning, I finally got to meet Ray, the remora. Oh, hi Ray! This remora had travelled with Allusive all the way from Indonesia, and who would want to leave when you get a cooked breakfast each day? This incredible fish suctions to the bottom of their hull like a little slipstream, and he's travelled some miles.
I don't know, there's 2 moorings in there which are completely alone. I reckon when we get around this corner there's just going to be terrorists everywhere.
What a terrorist.
Tourists.
We woke up easy like a Sunday morning in Racha Yai. And the kids had fun exploring before we set off for Phi Phi's. Phi Phi Don was initially populated by Thai Malay fishermen during the late 40s, and later becoming a coconut plantation. It is now a bustling tourist destination. The Phi Phi Islands now attract as many as 1,000 visitors per day, and that number doesn't even include people like us who sail in on our own vessel or any of the private yacht charters. And with all the fast boat tours going back and forth from Phi Phi Lee and Phi Phi Don, I wouldn't say that it's a comfortable anchorage. Arriving in paradise, the first thing you see as you go ashore is McDonald's and Burger King, which is pretty disappointing to be honest. The gorgeous traditional long tail boats sit ashore, and we sat down together with a cold beer to take in the view. It's an easy walk right around the island of Phi Phi Don. And the kids even came along, but were too cool to sit with their parents. We spotted some local boys playing a game in a construction site that appeared to be a mixture of hacky sack and volleyball. Sadly, the mass tourism in the Phi Phi Islands generates an astounding amount of solid waste per day, but it's known as a party island, and I can't see things changing anytime soon. With our friends on Shamaness, we headed out to Phi Phi Lee. Friendly National Park rangers met us to take our fee of 400 Thai baht per adult and 200 Thai baht per child. Well worth it, I'd say, to moor in this stunning location. And you can see why it was chosen for a movie set. We didn't go to shore with the tourist hordes that afternoon, but we jumped in with some fishy friends. And we watched as the lemming line of tourists left for the day. But our tranquility was ruined when this big party boat came in for the night.
Absolute chaos.
Making friends with the park ranger, he gave us permission to arrive early before the tourists next morning. We were so incredibly fortunate to have this stunning location all to ourselves, even if it was only for half an hour. Phi Phi Lee gained worldwide attention after the Hollywood movie The Beach was filmed here. Tourist hordes soon started flocking to the islands and caused great environmental degradation. While mass tourism created a lot of local business, the natural resources suffered in the process. Maya Bay soon closed permanently for 2 years, and every year it closes for 2 months for restoration. Boats are no longer allowed on this stunning shoreline, and tourists are no longer allowed to swim, because as we found out, it's a black-tip reef shark nursery.
That's 30 centimetres long.
If that.
So cute.
He's not even a very good swimmer yet.
Our friends on Shamaness joined us, and we were so glad to spot little reef sharks in the shallows. It was a short but sweet visit that we won't soon forget, and I sat to ground myself and take a moment to just realise how lucky we were to have this place all to ourselves. Thanks for watching. If you like what we're doing, please don't forget to like and subscribe. See you next time.